Alright, let me start from silence, not impact. The first thing you notice after a few days with the Klipsch R-12SW isn't how loud it gets. It's how quiet moments suddenly feel heavier. Like the room is holding its breath. This is for you if you've realized bass isn't about shaking walls, it's about giving everything else meaning. You're the kind of person who notices when scenes feel hollow, when music sounds thin, when something important is missing even though you can't quite point to it. Before you settle in, take a second to check the current price and availability. Subs like this don't stay ignored forever, and timing usually matters more than people expect. Your upgrade moment probably came during a scene that relied on tension, not explosions. A low rumble that should have made you lean forward. And didn't. You turned the volume up, but the feeling never arrived. That's when you realize your system has sound, but no foundation. Once this is in place, everything locks in. The room gains weight. Low notes don't announce themselves, they support everything else. Dialogue feels anchored. Music feels grounded. Action feels believable. You stop chasing volume because the presence is already there. You feel it during late night watching when bass stays full without overpowering the room. You feel it during gaming when movement feels physical instead of simulated. You feel it with music when bass lines finally have shape and texture instead of just noise. The performance here feels deliberate. Not boomy. Not sloppy. Once you experience bass that's this controlled, smaller subs feel like they're guessing instead of committing. If you're thinking about waiting, be careful. This is exactly how missing bass turns into long-term regret, every time a scene falls flat again. You might assume a sub this size is overkill. The surprise is how composed it feels. It knows when to hold back and when to step forward. That balance is what makes it addictive to live with. What really settles in is the sense of completion. The stance. The authority. The way your system suddenly feels grown up. You don't think about upgrading anymore, you feel like you finally arrived. Bass feels deep and intentional, scenes feel tense and immersive, music gains body and texture, low volume listening still feels full, your system feels anchored, it needs real floor space, shared walls may notice. Eventually, the comparison game ends. At some point, you stop chasing specs and choose the piece that made everything else make sense. If you're ready to give your setup the foundation it's been missing, check the link and make the move while timing still works. This is the kind of upgrade you don't just hear, you feel it settle into the room.